This is a video on a tutorial on just to show you the capabilities of how to layer on the EPS 16 Plus or the ASR 10. So, what I'm about ready to show you is you're gonna have to kind of use your imagination. We got three instruments, right? Let's hope you can see the screen. Yeah, you can see the screen. All right. So I got this sound here. It's a funk phaser, right? So just say hypothetically, I play this, I'll be like, all right. So what? So I have that right, but then I gotta go back in and play sounds over that. Why not use the parameters in the device? It could be any device, any keyboard, any drum machine. If the capabilities are there, let's maximize that them parameters. So I'm going to show you. I got that funk phaser. I got a so I would have to go back and play that again, right? So I got a bass here. Let's turn that down a little bit. All right, so what I'm going to show you is I'm going to take these three sounds and I'm going to layer all of them into three different layers plus copying wave files. So here's how I start on the EPS 16. Here's how you got to start. You got to create. You got to hit Command Instrument. So we want to and create create instrument. Okay, so we hit yes, and we got an unused track. There's nothing on here, so we're gonna hit yes. So now there's an instrument with nothing on it. In order to get these sounds over there, we got to create layers. So we're going to create layers. So we're going to hit this. No, we're going to stay there. And we're going to hit Command Layer. It says create layer. So we're going to say yes. Layer 1, create it. We're going to create 3 layers. We're going to say layer 2, create it. Layer 3, create it. So now we got 3 layers. And how you know you got 3 layers? Because you see the layers right there. 1, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. So we want to take this bass sound and put it on that track 4. How do we do that? Let me show you how. You go to Command. It's set to all. And I got to show you this because it's not going to allow me to do all. We got to do it individually. So it's set to all. So let's just hit, you got to hit Command Wave. And we want to copy that wave to this track here. And watch when I hit yes. No edit selected, was nothing selected. So we're going to go back to the bass and slide over to the wave sample because we're copying waves. So we're going to start. It's in this bass sound, there's 4 layers. We're just going to start with layer 1. Okay, so we're going to hit a key down here. Let me see if I can pull this back a little bit. And we're going to move it over to that layer. So we don't want layer 1 because this is a low frequency. We don't want that. So we're going to start there. We're going to take this layer and go. it's only a couple keys, but I'm just gonna show you how you can layer all these sounds into one, and then you can adjust. So we're gonna layer. We're gonna take the series sub, and we're gonna take wave sample 2, and we're gonna hit command wave. We want to copy that wave. So we're going to hit yes. To instrument 4. It's unused, right? So hit yes. So it says to layer 3. No, we want to copy it to layer 1 because we got 3 different layers. Okay? So it says 1. So we hit yes. So that wave sample was created. So now when we hit this pad, all these keys ain't gonna play. It's only gonna play that layer. That's only where it's copied it to, right? So then we're gonna go back over here again, hit edit, and we're gonna go to we want to do it copy layer. We want to copy layer 3. So how do we do that? Again, we're going to hit command wave, and we want to copy that wave because we already created the layer. So we're going to hit yes, and we want to copy it to the blank, to that other where the base was at, and we'll hit yes. To layer 1, yeah, we want it back on layer 1 again, and we're going to hit yes. So now it's created. So now when you notice when I play this, it's going up. So there's nothing here. I'm creating layers. I can adjust these layers throughout the keyboard, but that's not what I want to show you now. I want to show you that I'm creating layers. So that's just the bass. So we're going to go back to this bass again, and we're going to hit, we still on layer 1. And now we're going to go to wave sample. We're going to find the first root key of 4. Right there. So we're going to hit command wave, and we want to copy that layer to that same thing to layer 1 again. Okay, so we hit yes. So that means wave sample 3 is created. So now when we go back, we got it created these layers, right? So now what we want to do is we say, all right, we got the bass on that instrument track, which is 4, this is what we copy from. So now we're going to take this sound, we're going to take that funk phaser, right? And we want to go in and pick, we want to find that key that we want to copy. I don't know, I don't really play down to here, but that's all 1. So we're going to copy. We're going to copy funk phaser wave sample 1 to here, and we're going to hit command wave, and we're going to copy that to that instrument. Yup. But instead of putting that on layer 1, we want to put it on layer 2. So we say yes. So now that's created. So now you got the bass in this only where it was copied at. So let's play down here. You ain't gonna hear that bass. Watch when I come up. So you don't hear it here because it's only copied between a range. It's set to a certain range. I could set that whole range, but we're not doing it. I'm not gonna do that right now. So you hear that funk phaser in there. So we're gonna go back to that funk phaser again. We edit, and now we want to copy what? Layer 2, wave sample 2, which starts here. hit Command Wave, and we're gonna copy that back here again, and we're gonna say yes. And we want to still copy to layer 2. Funk phaser is layer 2, so we're gonna hit yes. So now wave sample 5 is created. So now we got the funk phaser is gonna go up in keys. It stops. It stops right here. Right? So if I play that, you hear all that? Now we ain't even just volumes yet, okay? So do I want to copy anymore? Nah, I'm gonna keep it there. So now we're gonna go to the next instrument. These are 3 different instruments. So we're gonna copy this. So I'm gonna hit edit. So I'm gonna listen to the sound. Do I want that? I'm gonna watch my wave sample. So I do want 5. But there's 4 different layers. I don't want to copy all of them right now. That's you can do that later. So we're gonna start with this. We're gonna start way down here at the bottom. So we're gonna hit Command Wave, copy wave to that instrument track. Yup. But now we want to copy that. Remember, it's 3 layers. The 3rd layer is that choir. So we're going to hit layer 3 and hit yes. So now wave sample 6 is created. So now you get this. Only down here you hear that funk phaser in the choir. But when I go up, so up here you don't hear that choir. So we're gonna go back to the choir, hit edit, and we're gonna watch. We want to watch this. When that changes to 6, that's what we want to copy next. Or it changes to 3. Only on layer 1, right? So we want to copy it. So 3 goes from here. It only goes from there to there, right? But we're going to copy that because we know we starting here. So we're going to say, we already copied 5. So let's hit Command Wave and copy that and say yes to that blank one that we had and say yes to layer 3. Yup. So now we got wave sample 7 created. So I'm gonna go back again. So I'm gonna go back to this, and now I want to copy. I'm gonna copy 3. I'm gonna hit Command, copy that, and I'm gonna hit yes. Copy to that layer 3. Yup. And then so forth. We're gonna keep moving up. So now that wave, that choir is gonna play on these keys. It's not playing on these keys because I didn't copy that whole layer. There's 4 parts of that layer on that choir, but I'm only just copying the way they set it up. So that's the bass, the sub, the phaser, and the choir. But down here is not the bass. Because I didn't copy that down there because I'm not using that kind of that frequency of the bass down there. So I'm only really using like all right, so let's go back before I get confused. So now we're gonna go back to here. So 3, we want to find the next one, which is here. And that goes from 1. There's only going to go from this key to this key to this key and this key. That's what's going to get copied. So we're going to hold up. So let's hit that command. We want to copy that to that just blank one because we're layering 3 different sounds. So we're going to hit yes to layer 3 up. And then now we got but I want that choir in all throughout the whole key. So let's go back to the choir. So what was the last one we copied? I don't remember, so let's go back and see where it plays at. So we're gonna go back to here. So we're gonna copy layer 4 from the choir and hit command, copy wave to that. The instrument we copying everything to, and we're gonna say yup, to layer 3, yup. So now we got all these layers, these waves created in layers. Remember, it didn't play here. So you hear that, right? So now we're gonna go back to the choir again, and we're gonna copy. I think we're gonna copy that. Hit command, copy to there, to layer 3 up. So now it's gonna probably play all the way up to here. So it stops. But you might want to do that. But I want to keep copying some more. So I'm going to go back to that instrument. So now that's wave sample 2, layer 1. So here, so we're going to copy, hit command, wave, and then hit, yup, we want to copy right back to that, and we'll say yes to layer 3. So now there's no more room. There's no more room to do that. So in order for me to make that happen, I'm going to have to delete something. So I'm going to delete this sound here. I'm going to delete all these sounds. Delete that, and I'm not using them. All right, so let's go back to that. Let's go back to that choir. And I think it was 8. Yeah, it was 8. So let's see if it allows us to do it now. Hit command wave, copy, up to that instrument, layer 3 up. So now I created that. So now that choir plays up here. It ain't playing here though. So I want it to play up here. So we're going to go back to this track again, and we're going to hit. So when I play this, watch when it changes. It goes from here. So it stops there. It's only 3 notes in that layer. That's where it's going to stop at. So let's copy that again to that instrument. Yep. So now we got. So it stops. So we'll go back to it again. So we got to copy wave sample 7 to that layer. Right here. Hit that. Yep. Yep. So now we see it stops, right? right, so we're gonna stop right there. So now here's the kicker. We can take wave sample. We go to this the blank, the thing we add everything to. That's layer 3. So let's just take layer 3 and then turn that choir down when we hit this key. Let's just go to that layer, hit edit amp, and turn it all the way down. You don't hear the choir no more. You can adjust to the levels you want. You hear that bass right there? All right, so I'm gonna keep that, and then I'm gonna go down and turn. Let me see what I had that on. I had this layer on 65. So I'm gonna set all my layers to 65. Let's go to the next layer. Turn that down to 65. So they kind of all match right now. And then we're gonna go back to the next one, only on layer 3, right? Hit that amp, turn that down to 65. Go back into it and then go to the next layer. 10. Hit edit amp, and we're going to turn that to 65. Go back to the edit. We're going to turn down 12 to 65. Because now I'm adjusting the volume of my layers. Go back into it again. Hold up. Turn that down to 65. All right. It's crazy, man. All right, so now we're going to go. We got one more. 14, we're going to turn that down because on 97, we went to 65. I'm just showing you. I'm just going to. So that was it, right? So that's it, right? That's just the choir, which is here. But it's on here now. So let's turn down the phaser. The phaser is set to what layer? Layer 2. Because we're separating them. So now we're going to go back down the key. You hear the phaser. You hear the phaser. You hear the phaser and the choir down here. And then the bass kicking right here. See, I'm ready to make a beat, but I ain't gonna make no beat. All right, so we got that. What was I on? I was on layer 2, which is the phaser. That phaser loud right there, so let's adjust that volume. See, I don't hear no phaser. Look. So let's go adjust the rest of them. Hold up, it was on 35. See how I changed to 4? Let's turn that down to 35. And turn the rest of them down. That's it, right? So now what about the bass? The The bass is on layer 1, right? Gonna slide over to layer 1, and we're gonna turn down the bass. Watch when this moves. Oh, watch when I keep going up. I didn't set my bass down here because I don't use them that octave down there. So I'm gonna... Let's see what my bass is set at. It's already set at 99. So let's make sure all of them is set. Because I do want that big. I want that bottom in my beat. Now I gotta figure out, well, shit. What's loud? What's loud in this when I press these? Let's put a filter. Let's put a filter on that funk phaser. And where's the funk phaser? What layer is the funk phaser on? It's on layer 2. So let's hit edit filter. I'm gonna put it like a, let me see. You hear the filter in there? What if I turn it up? You hear that? Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna leave it right there. So, what else is loud in that mix? Let's put a high pass filter on that hall. That hall is on what layer? It's on layer 3. You gotta remember this, because you don't remember, you're gonna get confused. So I know it's on layer 3. You know how I know it's on layer 3? Because this is layer 1, the sub bass, the phaser, and the choir. So I know that's layer 3. I set it up like that. So let's get that. Let's start with 9. Put a filter on 9. You can control all these individual layers, wave samples. But if I didn't want to put that kind of filter on there, what if I wanted to put a low pass on that? See, look. No, I don't want that. I want to keep that. I know it's got to be a high pass. And let's turn that up a tiny bit. I said a tiny bit. A tiny bit. All right. So let's turn the rest of them up too. But what was it turned up to? 72. The filter was set to a low pass high. The second, that's the lowest the filters can go on here. So it was set to 150. So I got to remember that, because I got to take that one. I'm gonna hit that filter and watch. I can set that filter to whatever I want as well, but I'm gonna leave it there. But I'm gonna turn it down, and 72. I want this. I want that to be 72 as well. So that's kind of basically it, man. So this just doesn't work. What if this was a sample, that was a sample, and this was a sample? What if this was a sample, this was a kick, and this was a high? You can move it around the way you want. That's the beauty of this machine.